Hi everyone, in this video we will be looking at how to create this pie radar combination chart. We all know how a pie chart looks like. In a pie chart we have slices to illustrate numerical proportions of values. So each slice represents a category and its size is proportional to the percentage or share of the total. Visually they change in size radially, however the distance from the center to the circumference is same for all the sections. Now let's look at a radar chart. In a radar chart, we have different axes. Each axis has a data point associated with it. Now in PowerPoint, there is no way to combine these two ideas into one chart. However, I have managed to combine these in a unique way in the form of this chart, which I want to show you next. So to create this chart, first go to Insert, click on Chart, select a radar chart and select this filled radar, which is third from the left. Click OK. Let's get rid of the title and the legend. Now here we are going to be creating 6 slices of pies. Right now we just have 2 sections. So we have 2 series for these 2 shapes. We need 6 series. So we will be having data across 6 columns here. For values, I have prepared an Excel to make it easier for us to just copy paste this into the data sheet. Each series represents each pie, and for each pie I am creating 20 data points. So if we look at this radar chart that I created, we just have one data point per axis. What I'm going to be doing is repeating this same value about 20 times. What that does is it creates a continuous line that creates this illusion of a pie. And if we keep doing that for every single data point, so repeat the same point 20 times, we get a nice circle that mimics a pie chart. Let's just copy this entire data into our data sheet and you will get the idea. So I'm just going to paste all my values here, close the data sheet. Let's remove these category labels by clicking on them and deleting them. Double click on the vertical axis, go to axis options, and increase the maximum value to 100. We don't need the axis anymore. Click on it and press delete. Next, let's enable data labels for this. So click on one of the slices, then right click and click on add data labels. Here you will notice these are the 20 data points that we just pasted in our data sheet. So each of these rows are these individual data points. Because we don't need them repeated here, we have to delete all the extra ones. And just keep one value, place it near our pie. Let's make this bold. I'll also change the font type to Arial. Let's make this pie transparent color so we can see the grid lines behind this. To do that, click on this blue color, click on this marker option. Under fill, select solid fill. It just resets the color to a white. So change the color back to blue, and in transparency, give a value of something like 40. And then just repeat this process for every single pie. So click on this, add data label, delete all the extra data labels and only keep one value. Make some formatting changes. Let's change the fill to a transparent fill of about 40%, and you get the idea. So I'm just going to speed this up for the remaining pies. We need to add this circle. To do that, let's create a new slide, then go to Insert, click on Chart, click on Pie Chart and select this first pie chart. Remove the title, the legend. As we have 6 sections in our chart, we need 6 values. All of them should be equal. So I'm just going to enter 1 as a value for all the pies, and the labels don't matter, so you can ignore that. Next, click on the pies. Any pie will do. Select no fill, and from border, give this a solid border and have a gray color like so. We could just copy this chart and paste it on top of this chart as is. However, I don't like having 2 charts on top of each other like so. So instead, what I do is I copy this chart, click on paste special option and select picture SVG, and then convert this to shapes. That way we just have this chart in the form of lines instead of an actual chart. We can then place this on top of it like so and send this to back. So that way we will have access to our main chart wherever we click on this. Finally, let's add our text in. And we are done. Next, let's look at how to customize this chart because you would have your own values. Let's assume you are going with a 6pi version. Go to edit datasheet. I have modified this datasheet slightly to make it easier for you to use this chart. All you need to do is just enter your values in the first cell for each series. So for this first pi, you just need to enter your value here. Let's say 20. For the second pi, you need to enter a value here, let's say 51, and so on for all the series. I'm just entering random values. And that's it. It's as easy as that. Next, I want to show you how to change this chart to accept percentages. Right now, these are numbers. In your case, if these are percentages, how to change this chart? Right click, go to edit data, just enter a percentage sign for each of these values. Then select all the values and press Ctrl 1. This opens up formatting options for us. Select percentage, change the decimal places to 0, click OK. For the next step, enable our axis by clicking on this plus sign and checking this axis box. Then double click on the axis, change the maximum value to 1 and minimum value as 0. Change the major unit to 0.1 and that brings back our grid lines. We no longer need the axis, so click on it and press delete. If your data labels need adjustment, you can just make those and that's it. Next, let's say if you had 4 sections in your chart, how do you change that? Right click, go to edit data. If you remember, each pi is connected to each of these series. So if you are looking for 4 pies, you will have to delete series 5 and 6. So select both these columns, right click, click on delete, then go down and delete all the rows for these 2 columns. So drag select them, then right click and click on delete. Close the datasheet. You will see we have 4 pies now. Of course, this top circle will have to change as well. So go back to your original chart, go to edit data for that chart. Here too, now we just need 4 sections. So delete the rows for 5th and 6th section. Then copy this chart, paste special your chart as SVG file, send it to back, adjust the position, change your data labels, and you're done. So I'll be leaving a link to this chart in the description. Feel free to download it and change it as you see fit. I also have an announcement to make. I recently launched memberships for this channel. We have 2 tiers. As a part of the base tier, you can get access to this full template. So I have created a template for 3 pies, 4 pies, 6 pies, 7 and 8. And I've also included slides for both numbers as well as percentages. If you're not a member, that's still okay. I will be sharing the template with the option that I just showed you in the video. So I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for future videos, and I will catch you next time.